What's going on, everyone? Chase with Shinefy here, and today we're going to be talking about the dumbest way to make over $1,000 a day online. Now, if you watch any of my videos, my short videos, you'll probably see me running around with supercars, McLarens, Supras, whatever. Supra's not really a supercar, but I've been doing content like that for the last few years, and it's helped me earn millions and millions of dollars. And I want to share with you how, because what I've done is I've created an automated system that earns money online. Now, by the way, just a disclaimer, a lot of those videos are jokes. Like, I'm not being completely serious. What I actually do in my videos, I purposely make them outrageous so that people will think that they're serious, or maybe they don't think they're serious, and then we have a lot of people fight in the comments, and the videos actually end up getting more reach because of that. So if you're watching my videos and you're like, this guy's ridiculous, that's the point. Now, I want to talk about how you can get started earning money with short videos as well, and how you can set up your own automated system to start making sales. Now, let me explain to you, first of all, how this system works that I'm using. Basically, what I do every single day is I'll do short videos, and I'll tell people to either text me a word or comment with a word. And what I have is robots set up so that when people engage with my content, they actually interact with people and sell them on things. So chances are, if you're watching this video, you've probably interacted with one of my robots in the past. Most of the time, people think I'm talking to them, when in reality, it's just my robots. And so what I've done is I've actually created a way to start integrating with ChatGPT, and I have AI robots that figure out what people are saying, and the robots will actually pitch them on a product. Now, right now, the product that we're selling is a $19 Discord VIP server. Inside the server, we give people weekly calls. We give them a checklist with step-by-step instructions on how to get started with the system I'm talking about here. And basically, we just help walk them through what they need to do to get up and running. And so I've trained these robots to actually learn how to sell that product to people. And it's actually very simple the way it works. First of all, we get set up on a free tool. And I'll leave all the information for this stuff in the description of this video. But we get set up with a free tool, and the free tool allows us to build something called a workflow. And what a workflow is, it's basically a step-by-step process that we give to our robots that train the robots on how to respond. So, for example, if we get a text message or we get a DM, we train the robots to actually say certain things based on that message. And the way we train them is we use something called prompt engineering. Now, all prompt engineering really means is we're just teaching our AI, ChatGPT, how to basically respond to the messages that are coming in. So, for example, if somebody says, "Hi, I'd like to learn about AI," what we do is we tell our AI to basically respond in a certain way. We say, okay, well, make sure you ask this person this question. And so not only are we interacting with these people and selling them on things, but what we're also doing is we're figuring out how to train the AI more in the future. Because what we do is we take the different responses that we're getting, and then we just feed them back into the prompts. And so the cool thing about this is that we can actually do this with not just texting, but we can do this with Instagram, Facebook. We can do this with email. We can do this with pretty much any form of communication, and we can use AI to basically be our salespeople. So all we have to do is just focus on creating content. And so that's kind of the dream, right? Is being able to just get up in the morning, focus on creating content, finding viral content, putting it out there, but then actually having an AI robot sell people on the things that we're selling. And the cool thing is we can sell whatever we want with these robots, right? We could sell a course, we could sell a software, we could sell, a service. And what I actually recommend if you're starting out is there's a lot of free tools that you can actually give away, and you can actually make money giving them away. So an example of this is I actually have a list of 400 different AI tools that you can actually get paid to promote, that are, a lot of them are free tools. And what you can do is you can start promoting these tools in your content and in your AI chatbots. So you can tell the AI chatbots, hey, I want you to give this tool to the people that interact with me. and you have your own special code on that tool so that when somebody signs up and let's say they pay for the full version of that tool, you can actually earn a commission. And so most people don't realize that when they're starting, they don't actually have to start selling their own products. And I don't actually probably recommend that you sell your own products when you start, because the thing is that when you're starting out, you have very limited um, time to make money, right? You have to make money. And if you don't make it in a certain amount of time, you're going to go back and have to work a regular job. And so ideally, what you want to do, and if you're already working a normal job, you only have a little bit of time after that, right? Because you need to spend your time doing some fun things, right? You can't just always be working 24/7. But what I recommend is instead of selling your own products, find an affiliate product that you like. And again, there's so many different affiliate products. Even our weekly calls, our VIP channel on Discord, we have an affiliate for that. So what you can do is you can just start creating content, set up a robot to sell somebody else's product, and that way you can just get a cut of that thing and you don't have to worry about the fulfillment. Because again, if you don't have a lot of time, it doesn't necessarily, in my opinion, make sense to start spending a lot of that time trying to do fulfillment. Like you want to just focus on building a following. Now, here's the other thing. When you're starting out, you're not going to have a big following. You're not going to have a lot of people around you. And so if you don't have a big following, you don't have a lot of views, ideally what you want to do is you want to start creating content that you see is working for other people, and you want to be consistent. The biggest problem I see with people when they start out is they do a couple of videos, they do 2 or 3 videos, and they, you know, that's it. They just do a couple videos, and that's not going to get you anywhere. You're not going to get a lot of followers, a lot of views doing that. And so ideally you want to start being very consistent. I would post 2 to 3 times a day when you're starting out. Now, I know some people will say only post once a day, that kind of thing. I've always seen that I get way more views, way more leads when I post consistently a lot throughout the day. And I post on multiple different platforms, right? So I'll post on Facebook, I'll post on TikTok, I'll post on Instagram, I'll post on YouTube, and I post short form content pretty much every single day. Now, here's another thing. If you join our VIP Discord, what we also do is we give you all of the content that you can start repurposing as well. We actually give you licensing to the content that we have, and you can actually start using our content to start getting views if you don't know how to create your own content yet, okay? But creating content, in my opinion, is very simple. You want to find controversial type content. So what our team does is we go out and we find things that are really trending, and we try to create some sort of controversy around it, right? So, let's say, I don't know, let's say a video by David Goggins blew up. There was a video recently where he said, in one of his reels that blew up, he said, I don't I don't eat breakfast. I do weights for breakfast. I don't do lunch. I do weights for lunch, or I do cardio for lunch. And there was like this video where he's just kind of like saying these funny things. And there was all these different people getting angry in the comments, and it was very controversial. And so what I did is I actually took that kind of script, and then I kind of turned it into, oh, I wake up, and then, what do I do for breakfast? I work. What do I do for lunch? And so if you can do content where you're kind of like, you're taking controversial things that other people are saying and you kind of morph it into your own thing, whether it's AI or, you're selling some sort of digital marketing service or something like that. Ideally, you can just write out those trends if you can create controversy. But creating content does not have to be that difficult. In fact, I think the easier you can make creating content, the better, because then you're going to be more consistent. One of my things that's always held me back, because I create a lot of content, is like just coming up with the ideas every day. I have a hard time, oh, what do I do today? What do I say? How do I, it's just like one of the biggest things that I think all content creators kind of run into is they just don't know what to say, or they really want to plan out and structure their videos. Sometimes I think it's better to just get on camera and just start talking and start helping, because it's better to be consistent than it is to do nothing. And so, if you're struggling, you're like, I don't know how to create content. It's not about being perfect. It's about putting in the reps, right? It's kind of like this. If you want to go to the gym, you want to start working out and making gains, you're not going to just show up and do 5 push-ups and do that. Like, it's not going to happen overnight. And so ideally you just want to keep doing it no matter what. When I first started doing short form, I did not see any point in it. This was like years ago when TikTok came out. And so what I did is I would just take videos of my cat just because I was like, no, I'm just going to be consistent. I'm just going to keep doing this, even if it's stupid. And so if you feel stupid and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to create content on, it's better to just do something and just create the consistent schedule and not make excuses than it is to be like, oh, I'll just figure it out later. Okay. And so ideally, what I recommend is you want to do 2 to 3 shorts a day. You want to do 1 long form a day if you can, or at least a couple long forms a week. And you just want to start consistently creating content because everything starts with content. And we're kind of in a time right now where if you can just create content every single day, short form content, long form content, you can start driving traffic to, for example, something like an AI closing bot, something that will actually close the sales for you. And you stay consistent at that over the next like year or two. And I know it sounds like a long time frame, but in reality, it's not, because what are you going to be doing anyways? uh, you know, would you rather work a normal job for the rest of your life, or would you rather start becoming consistent at creating content and being able to, you know, make money without having to show up to a job? So for me, I'd rather just create content. Um, but yeah, you do have to have the systems in place. And again, if you want to learn the systems, I would recommend you join our exclusive VIP Discord group. And if you want to join the free version of the Discord group, check out the description below as well. But yeah, we're teaching you everything you need to know about the system, everything you need to do to get started. And that's pretty much it. So thanks for stopping by. We'll see you in the next video. Till we do, happy money making. See you guys. Bye.